Hi, my name's Steve Ingram. I'm the Asia Pacific lead for PwC Cyber. Today I've been here in Hong Kong on a panel around threat intelligence and the value of threat intelligence to organisations. It was a program sponsored by the HKMA and HK Police, and I think that was a great initiative that they started to get the dialogue going. It's certainly not the answer, but it's a key step in the process. The key messages that I heard today through the conference and again on the panel were the importance of communication and collaboration, that this is a people issue, not a technology issue, and that we really need to focus on enablement. It's not about raising fear, it's around...
Hi, I'm at the Hong Kong Cybersecurity Summit here today. I'm very excited to have heard the opening speech from Mr. Norman Chan, the Chief Executive on the Hong Kong MA this morning, where Norman announced a new initiative called Cybersecurity Fortification Initiative, CFI, which consists of three pillars. The first one being the Cyber Resilient Assessment Framework, which will spell out the expected controls all banks should follow. And the second pillar will be the Professional Development Program, which will hopefully address the issue of the shortage of cybersecurity professionals that we have in Hong Kong and indeed with other parts of the world. And the third pillar being the Cyber Threat Intelligence Platform, which will be shared among all the banking participants and co-maintained and sponsored by the Hong Kong MA, Hong Kong AB and Extra, which will help address the very important issues of cyber threat intelligence sharing, and a platform that will allow all the banks to share threat in this space in a very efficient manner.
From the middle of 2013, when the FBI started keeping records, until the beginning of 2015, there were about 2,126 recorded victims of this type of cyber attack. Up until 2016, February of 2016, that's increased to 17,600 victims and over $2 billion. So it's quite astonishing, the growth. What's interesting about this is that it's very hard to detect sometimes because the emails may actually have nothing wrong with them, because the hack may have occurred upstream. So really interesting to tease out how an organisation is going to identify the breach. I think from a PwC perspective, there's a number of things for us to think about in relation to this particular cyber attack. One obviously is employee awareness. These emails are coming through. Human error or awareness is that they are processing these emails and they're making payments to third parties that are then being laundered. So employee awareness, employee training, critical. Secondly, I think there is process. If a payment is being requested via email, what is the authentication process for an organisation to understand where that could go wrong and how they could potentially strengthen controls?
Hi, I've just come out of two sessions on cybersecurity here in Hong Kong, and the message is very, very clear. You've got to assume that you're going to be breached. It's not if, it's when.
Companies today need to focus on three big shifts. Firstly, is the shift of focus from protection to response. Secondly, is the shift of capability from controls to breach detection. And the third shift is the accountability from IT to business. And I think these three shifts in terms of mindset, in terms of approach, will be key to getting success in this cyber threat world. The CEOs of today have many cyber issues to ponder. On the one hand, there's the opportunity that cyber technology brings to the business, and on the other hand, there's the threats that the companies would face because of the introduction of new technology. I think CEOs of today need to ensure that business and IT are both equally ready to deal with incidents and be able to respond in such a way that the company is able to minimize damages, losses, and be able to quickly recover from these incidents.
Actually, the organization need to engage the senior management, the board of directors, to engage in a discussion and understand the risk, and then implement a very sophisticated framework to fight against the cyber risk.
Quite clearly, the clients that we're talking to, when they're introducing new technologies, now need to build in cybersecurity and cybersecurity risk management as a way of thinking. It's not something you tack on at the end, you need to design it in at the start.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's only going to get bigger and faster.